Welcome to another episode of self-building this Transit, where today we're going to get the ply in on the floor. The PVA has dried, which I'm happy about, and then we are going to start first fixing the electrical system, which is going to be my worst nightmare, but we will see how we get on. So first things first for today is get the ply in, screw that down so we have a nice floor down. So let's do it. So I'm just going to pre-drill the holes where I'm going to screw in, just so I don't split any of the wood at all, and then using these zinc plated screws from Wix to screw down the ply now that it's in place. Okay, so we've got one bit of ply down, now we need to get the other, this side, measure it up and cut it so that'll fit nice and flush there. But yeah, we have part of a official floor now. This isn't obviously going to be the finished coat, we are going to put vinyl down when it gets to it. So yeah, it's nice to actually have a floor down. But yeah, let's get the other one cut, let's get that in, and then we do need to do that last little bit at the front of the van, and then start first fixing the electrics. Right, okay, that side is down as well. We just need to do that little bit at the end. I'm going to cut a quick length off for that, PVA it, protect it, let that dry in the garage as it's a little bit rainy, and then stick that one down, and then we're on to the electrics. I think what I'm going to do is mark out with a bit of tape on the floor roughly where everything is going, and maybe mark on the walls roughly where everything is going. But yeah, let's quickly cut that bit down, and then that is the floor done for now, I believe. Okay, so now it's time for the electrics. Whilst the PVA is drying on that other bit, I'm going to mark up on the floor where things are roughly going, and going to mark on the walls where sockets and things like that are going as well. So yeah, I'm not looking forward to this part. I hate electrics, so we'll see how it goes. Okay, so the heavens have opened and everything is now wet. However, I'm going to make a start because I spent about an hour trying to figure out where everything's going, but we're going to make a start anyway. I'm going to wrap all of our wire in this conduit just to give it protection, so when the vehicle moves it doesn't disturb the wires. So we're going to run some conduit. I think we're going to make a start with the LED lights that go in the ceiling. So yeah, we're going to do that and see how we get on. Okay, so we're going to be starting with the lights. We're going to have 3 this side, 3 that side, and I'm using a 1.5mm thin wall cable. So yeah, let's just see how it goes, I guess. Don't know if this is the right way or the wrong way, but what I'm doing is I'm bringing all the cables to just in front of the seats, because we're going to have a fake wall there, which is where the light, the switchboard's going to be, and then going to need to run it from the switchboard back to the batteries, which are going to be under the bed here somewhere. So let's start off with the lights and see how we get on. Okay, I have no idea if that's right, but that side is going to be the lights in the ceiling, that end is going to be the switchboard, and then I need to run another 1.5 mil from that switchboard back to the back of the van here somewhere and do the same with the other lights. However, I think I miscalculated for the amount of 1.5 mil I actually need, so I think we're going to do both tonight, both of the lights, and then start again tomorrow and start implementing the 4.5 mil whilst I order some more 1.5 mil. But yeah, first bit of wiring's in. Okay, I'm gonna call it a night there. Massively underestimated the 1.5 mil. This is all I've got left, and I still need to run it from the switch panel back to this corner here somewhere. But the initial 12 volt lights are up, and they're up there, so that is happy. I'm happy about that. Tomorrow, I'm going to continue it on, same episode. Gonna do as much of the 4.5 mil as I can, and tomorrow is also New Year's Eve, in which by the time this episode comes out it'll be the New Year, so Happy New Year to everyone. And then New Year's Day is actually meant to be a dry day, so I'm hoping to cut the roof and put the fan in, but we will see. Yeah, I've just quickly whizzed in the last panel for the floor, so the floor is down and in. But yeah, tomorrow we're going to continue on with the wiring, so been a bit of a slow day, but still some progress is made, so happy days. But yeah, I'll see you in the morning, which will be the same episode. But yeah, see you in the morning. Good morning. Another day, another wire. It's absolutely hammering it down outside, so all the doors are shut. Make do with what we've got. So this morning we are going to carry on and run the 4.5 mil to where I think everything's going to go. So yeah, got a nice caramel latte in hand. Let's drink this up and then let's get wiring. So basically what I'm doing is every wire I run to the switch panel, which is going to be there, I'm putting a bit of tape on and I'm writing down what that wire corresponds so I don't get anything mixed up. And I'm also going to do the same, so when I run it back from the switch panel to the battery area, I'm going to be labeling them up so I don't get confused as to which wire is which, and to make it a little bit easier. Okay, so I have massively underestimated the amount of cable I need. However, it's looking a bit better. So I've put the wires in for the diesel heater and the fridge, I think. Yeah, That's why I put labels on, so I can remember. So diesel heater and a fridge to there, one USB port all the way around to there, and I only have this amount of cable left, and I think I need another USB port here. I'm going to have them on the side of the bed, and possibly another USB port here somewhere around the kitchen area. I think I'm going to have another USB port around there, and then I'm going to have sockets, 230 sockets for the electric hookup somewhere. Not sure where yet, I haven't figured that out. But I think what I'm going to do is, with this last bit of cable, I'm going to run it from there, the switch panel, through into where the electric bay is going to be, and I think I'm going to put the conduit in the walls ready in preparation for when we get more cable. So it'll just be a case of whacking it in and jobs are good 'un. So yeah, let's do that. And then I think, well, it's going to have to be a two-part for the electrical, because I'm going to have to, I've ordered up the cables, I need to wait for them to come, so it's going to be a two-part. So I'm going to whack them in, leave that as part one, and then do another part where I finish the first fix of the cabling. But that will be 2 episodes away, I think. Tomorrow, whilst it's pissing down with rain today, I've actually discovered a leak, which is good. Well, it's bad, but it's good because now we know that there is a leak and we can fix it. So tomorrow's going to be a dry day apparently, so we're going to fix that leak tomorrow. Hopefully put the fan in and potentially put the solar panels up on the roof. But aim of tomorrow is definitely get the fan in if it stays dry. So yeah, let's quickly get this done and we'll end it there after this little wiring montage. Okay, so yeah, I've actually run out of cable now. I've ordered some more up, which should get here next weekend. But yeah, more progress on the 4.5mm. I've ran a load of conduit down the walls in preparation for when it comes back, like I said, to the battery bay. So I've ran some conduit down, and then when the other wire comes, it's just a case of putting another one in for the USB or whatever, and then running everything from that switch panel back to the battery bay. And then I think that's the first fixing done for the electrical system, and then we can start lagging, I guess. Lagging, insulating the walls. As I said, it is pouring down with rain. Thankfully, it has exposed, I think, 3 leaks. So when it's dry tomorrow, going to repair them hopefully, and that'll be the end of the leaks. But yeah, that's the end of installing electrics part 1. There will be a part 2. So yeah, if you did enjoy this, give us a little thumbs up. I'm enjoying doing this so far. If you're new around here, give us a little subscription and follow our journey, and we'll see you in the next episode, which I believe we'll be installing the fan and potentially the solar panels. maybe, but definitely the fan. So yeah, see you in the next episode. Peace.